Hey guys, one thing I want to let you know is that my voice is completely shot as I'm making this voiceover. I'm pretty sick, but I want to get this video out as soon as possible, so I apologize for the downgrade in quality. Let's take a trip to Fun Spot Orlando in September 2020. Hype had been growing for GCI's new Titan track, which seemed to be the closest competitor that we'd ever seen to RMC's famous iBox track. GCI installed this track onto a small section of White Lightning to give the track its first real test. All went well, and people said the track made that section of the ride noticeably smoother. Fast forward a couple months to November, when GCI's owner revealed that he had plans to install the track on Predator at Six Flags Darien Lake. Throughout the winter, me and other fans of the park looked for signs that Predator got or was getting Titan track for the upcoming season, and it all amounted to nothing. No official word from GCI or the park. GCI's social media page also said to a fan of the park that the project was delayed due to travel restrictions in the state of New York, which were in place until around April. New York did have heavy COVID restrictions for most of the winter, so that's likely why the project was shelved entirely. Recently, a partner of GCI, Skyline Attractions, revealed in a newsletter that several hundred feet of Titan track will be installed on a roller coaster for 2022, and details will soon be revealed about what location and roller coaster the track will be going to. This post matches the description about what the plan was for Predator that was revealed in late 2020. This has obviously got me thinking about if the track could be going on Predator and what are some other locations we could possibly see this at. Before we get into all that, make sure to do me a huge favor by liking this video if you appreciate the coverage on the story that I am providing, and subscribe to the channel for more coverage on the story and Darien Lake. That said, let's jump right into the video. First, let's talk about some reasons why I think Predator is still the top candidate to get this treatment. Obviously, GCI said this was going to be the second roller coaster to get the Titan track. Some rumors went around saying the project was delayed or cancelled, but obviously we didn't get anything close to concrete. Probably because there wasn't really confirmation in the first place, at least from the park themselves. However, as we know, Darien Lake isn't the most competent park when it comes to being open and clear about their intentions. I mean, they posted the same picture of Wahoo Wave 2 weeks in a row, so just because we didn't hear much from Darien Lake doesn't mean the project will or won't happen. Their media team is almost always late to the party, so it's not uncommon to see press releases come out before the park actually announces their own news. There's also a few other logistical things that I think would support Predator being the coaster to receive the track this year. For one, a lot of the top candidates to get Titan track have already opened up this year. Roar at Six Flags America and Wildcat at Hershey Park, which have probably been the two most commonly discussed coasters to get a refurbishment, have already opened up and run as usual for their respective parks this season. Does this factor mean they won't get the upgrade in 2022? I don't think it completely rules them out, but for optimal testing and work conditions, it would make less sense for one of these coasters to get the treatment mid-season. Also, the amount of track they're actually going to install on this mystery coaster seems more like a sample than anything else. Maybe they're using it as a test for future use. Whoever is getting this installment will likely be considering using this track on a greater scale. They probably want to see how guests like it and if it makes sense from a maintenance standpoint and other logistical things, over just a simple retrack. I think Predator would make for a good test ride for Six Flags to test this out on, given that they do some sort of work on this ride nearly every year, and there are many guests frequently complaining about how rough the ride is. I also received a picture from a fan of a giant crane near Predator that may have been removing or installing some kind of track as well. Also, the shaping of the track that we saw in the ad does somewhat look to match the first drop of Predator, and that crane does look like it's big enough to install that piece. One conclusion I definitely could make from the picture we got from Skyline, regardless of what roller coaster this is going to, is that part of the retrack will be fairly high up off the ground, considering that this piece of track is airborne. Well, not airborne, but you know what I mean. I feel like it all lines up really well, but maybe there's a little bias there. I'd probably say that Six Flags might put the Titan track on something like Roar or another wooden coaster that needs a makeover, but they don't want to splurge for the RMC treatment for it, or they want to keep the coaster mostly made of wood and they want to fix a problematic area, which appears to be the current route they are taking with Predator, or whatever this coaster is. I'm convinced that this track will either go to a seasonal park with a May opening or year-round park. I don't see a place that just opened deciding to close that coaster that opened with a park like Wildcat or Roar. Maybe Six Flags pulls a trigger on another coaster like American Eagle at Great America or something, but I still think Predator makes more sense for the treatment. A few other candidates I could come up with are Comet at Great Escape, Thunderhawk at Dorney Park, or Great White at Maurice Piers. A complete wild card that would make for a hilarious turn of events would be Silver Comet at Niagara Amusement Park, but I definitely wouldn't bank on that one. I would personally like to see Mindblower at Fun Spot Kissimmee get the Titan track, just like its sister coaster White Lightning, because Mindblower has some very rough patches that could benefit from a stronger track frame. There's also a very real possibility that I'm completely off base and a more under the radar coaster could get this track. I don't know a lot of people that were thinking White Lightning would be the first ride to get Titan track, but hey, that's the cool thing about these announcements from manufacturers, you just never know where they'll come from. Maybe there's secretly a full new coaster with just made of Titan track coming, who knows. Anyways, this news is very exciting and I can't wait to see where the next Titan track project goes. And I'm really hoping that it'll be Predator, but I'll be happy to see more Titan track either way. So hopefully we get more info soon. I'm going to get some on-site shots of Darien Lake next week, so stay tuned for that so we can really see what's going on. Let me know your predictions on where this will go down in the comments below and tell me if you agree with my Predator prediction. I'm not that confident in my prediction, but I'm going to stand by it. I think it would be something great for the park to do, and I would enjoy seeing the upgrade progress. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more Darien Lake, Titan Track, and amusement park related videos coming very soon. With all that being said, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.